Hello and welcome to a brand new release of Redprint Laravel App Builder. In this video, we are going to introduce you to the new version 1.7.0 of Redprint Laravel App Builder. It's been a while since we last updated Redprint, and we were rooting for stability and new features that really add value to your day-to-day development flow using Laravel. So hopefully we'll cover some very useful features, and you would love Laravel and Redprint Laravel App Builder even more. So let's jump in. What's new in this version? This version comes with a brand new front-end theme, as you can see, and it also comes with a way to jumpstart your front-end application from Redprint Laravel App Builder alongside the backend. It has been a long-awaited feature, and many of our users actually requested us to create a very simple and easy way to jumpstart their front-end application. So we listened to you and we created that feature. Let's see. In this video tutorial, we're going to show you how you can build a very simple blog system using Redprint Laravel App Builder. Let's log in. So we're going to go to the builder and start creating our blog. What is the first step to create a blog? Let's think. What about we start with the authors that are going to publish the articles? So let's create the author model. We're going to want a API for our news and authors, and of course subtitles. Alright, ID. Authors will have a first name, a last name, and an email address, of course, an avatar. That looks good. Okay, so first name is going to be searchable, and we'll index it for the same reason, and let's make it 6 column long. That is enough. And same with the last name, and make it 6 columns as well. Right? This is just bootstrap customization, right? And then the email address. Okay, this is going to be unique, and we can also search with email address, so we're going to index that as well. And let's make it 4. Okay, and this one, avatar, of course, this is going to be nullable like always, and we're not going to show it in index. It's a file that is an image. Make it 4 as well. So what else? Oh, we can add a bio for the author, right? And let's make it text. Okay, and this is also an optional field, and not going to show it in the index. Alright, that looks right. And let's build our author. Okay, this progress system is also new here. What it does, it shows you the progress when the file system is being generated, and then after this is done, it starts the actual Laravel Redprint App Builder optimizations. So that is now done. We're good. Okay, authors is created. Also, this version of Redprint Laravel App Builder also comes with a lot of component and framework level upgrades, of course, which is also important, along with some very critical bug fixes. We'll cover them later. Alright, so after authors, what else do we need? Of course, we need a article system. So let's create our article model like so, and articles will have title, and then it will have content, right? And then it can have a featured image. What else? It can have a publish date, right? Or published at, if we want to follow the Laravel style. Okay, so let's select the data type for each of them, which is very important. So title, we're going to index, and we can make it searchable by title, and title can be, okay, that's fine. Then the content has to be what? Long text, right? we're going to put in a lot of details into each application, right? Okay, and everything else, we're not going to show it in index. Everything else looks good. Featured image is of course an image. I will make it 4 columns longer, otherwise it looks kind of odd. Not for small screens, only for medium and large screens. Okay, and of course it is nullable. This is optional, and we're not going to show it in index. And then published at, this is going to be timestamp, right? Timestamp. And what else? That looks correct. It can be nullable, right? Okay, and this is going to be another 4. Okay, this can stay, right? Okay, just the ones that are wondering, this is just a bootstrap grid system. You know, for small screens we're going to show it full 12 spans or 12 blocks, and for medium screens we're going to show it in 4 grids. This is nothing big, just UI customization. Okay, so our article system looks good now, and we're going to hit build and wait for the build to finish. Still generating the files, and now the magics will happen. Let's wait for that. Awesome, that was pretty good. Okay, so now we want to add some authors and show you something really new. So who's our first author? Say Mr. John Doe, right? And email can be doejohn@email.com. And do we have an image for John Doe? John Doe image, is there any? Yeah, we have a nice looking John Doe here. God, I want to. Right, and we saved him, and this is going to be our John Doe. Okay, and as you can see, this is also new. It now comes bundled with Summer Note, so you can have your fancy rich text editor right inside Redprint now. So let's say this is my fancy new bio. Okay, that looks good, and let's make it bold. What else? What else we can do? We can change the color of the font. Okay, that looks good, and save. So this is our new author. Now before we jump onto the other details, I would like you to show you what frontend feature really means. Now every time you create a CRUD, it also creates a jumpstart frontend page for you in the background, and you can access it using /pages/ for example, if this is author, that's going to be authors. So authors, and you see our Mr. John Doe is here. Okay, we're going to get into more detail regarding that. This is our front end page for authors. You may or may not need it, and you may also disable them. We'll show that later. So we're going to add another author for us. Who can it be? What about Jon Snow? Jon Snow. Oh, this is going to be the last name, of course, and snowjohn@email.com, right? And oh, we don't have a Jon Snow photo. That is so not good. Jon Snow, and we're going to take a picture of him. Okay, this one looks good. Yeah, that does look good. Okay, and let's upload a photo for Mr. John Doe. Okay, that's low resolution, no big deal. Hi, I'm John Doe. Okay, that looks good. And now we have articles and authors. What about the relationship between articles and author before we jump on to create a new article? Because articles will belong to the authors, right? Let's create that relationship. We go to relationships, click on new relation, and we say article belongs to author, right? That sounds good. Nice. Now if we go back to articles and try to create an article like this, we'll see that now it comes with a drop down of author list so that we can tell which author is going to publish this article. Alright, so let's select Mr. John, and this is of course Jon Snow. Okay, title. What is better than some international gold news? Gold.com international. And okay, and we go into gold.com and we're going to choose a nice article on football. Okay, so this is our title, and we put the title in here. Then this is our content, right? Content. Okay, and we're going to have a featured image. Okay, by the way, you can also insert image using this image link here like so, but we're not going to do that. We have a featured image. Okay, that looks good. And when is it going to be published? Say tomorrow. Okay, so that is that. We are creating our first article here. Okay, now we have an article. Let's create another article because this is fun, of course, why not? And what else? This one. Okay, this is something from Asia. Yeah, save this image, and we're going to create another article, and this one is going to be written by Jon Snow. And let's see what else. Here we're going to put in some nice details just like that. For this one we also have an image, and this is going to be published today. Okay, that looks good. So we now have created 2 articles, 2 authors, and we already saw that it created some bootstrap front end for us. Let's see if it's the same for articles, and there you go. So let's stylize this a little bit more so that it looks more like a good front-end application, should we? Okay, let's do that. And to do so, we can head on to the dashboard, file manager, and we're going to check the resources, views, right? Views, and where is looks like our front-end views. Yeah, front-end articles. This is our front-end articles. Okay, we're going to edit it. Oh, by the way, the ones of you who likes darker themes like me, you can choose any of this. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to make it look more professional, right? Okay, so the first thing what we would like to do is kind of make this not look like this. So inside what we're going to do is we're going to make it like so. So the for each loop runs outside of the div column D6, and the title can, okay, p class description, that's fine, right? We say this will show the content. Okay, and then we can have a h3 tag that will show the article title. Okay, that looks much better already. I think that should look much better. Let's see. Actually, we don't need this p because the content is from rich text editor, so that will automatically be managed by the code editor, the rich text editor summon node. So leave it like that. But before the article, we also want to show the image. img src equals to uploads articles slash article item. Is it the same? Just want to make sure. And featured image, like we created it. Okay, all right. That kind of looks correct, right? Let's save it and see what we have here. Do you have any changes? There you go. But the thing is, this image is huge. Oh, and you see it is having some div class teaser, those HTML here. So that is not so cool. So let's change that. The first thing we would want to do is article content should be unescaped. So this is some feature from Laravel. If you do it like this, it's going to, you know, not sanitize the content and show it as it is with the HTML. If you use the normal curly braces, it's going to show your HTML as if it was some text. Okay. All right, so let's refresh. Now those are gone. This kind of looks neat, but we want to make something else. Width style equals to width 100%. How about that? Some stylizing. You can always do that using your CSS, but yeah, okay, that looks good, doesn't it? Let's see what else. Call MD6. Okay, what about call MD5? Oh, actually, I think we're missing a div class row, right? This is Twitter Bootstrap. The front-end theme that comes built in with Redprint is Twitter Bootstrap 4. Of course, this is just a Kickstarter, right? You can use your own front-end theme and it will still work the same way. You can actually change what theme you're using here, just like this. You know, here it is loading the layouts.frontend by default. You can change it to anything you like. You can use the Redprint config and put front-end app layout to be anything you want. So that is completely up to you. We provided a very simple and easy front-end just as a Kickstarter, like a lot of you have already asked. So this is just a, you know, a very simple basic theme. You can always build your own great theme. We're also going to show you the layout where you can actually change the layout to be whatever you want it to be. So if you go here, views, layouts, and you see frontend.blade.php. This is the default theme Redprint comes up with. You can change anything here. You can change the logo, you know, here it has a logo. You can change this logo to be whatever you want it to be. You can change anything here. So about Redprint can become about our news portal, right? And you save it. Can you save it? No, it says I have syntax errors. This is something related to the editor, nothing. Unexpected start tag body, whatever. This is probably some HTML error is trying to catch, but we're going to look at that later. For now, we can just use any editor we'd like. Open the dashboard. No, sorry, front-end layouts. Where is layouts? Frontend.blade.php, right? You can change this. You can say news portal, and you can say, you can change this logo. You can say about our news portal, whatever, and that will of course reflect here. So you see about our news portal is now here. and you can change this homepage content by editing the home.blade.php. It's all there for you. You can change it and make it your own application anytime you like. So now comes the question, what if you don't want that authors, for example, pages/authors, you would probably don't want this on your system, right? You don't want this URL to be accessible, right? So all you do is you go to the code editor here and just load the web.php. You'll see that there is a route called get authors. You just comment it out like so, save, and if you now refresh, this is gone. This is 404 default Laravel page not found error. You can click on go home and go home. Okay, so I hope this was helpful, and many of you would be you would find it useful and create your next great application with ease and speed. Hope you like this video. Keep supporting Laravel and Redprint, and we're going to bring a lot more exciting stuff in 2019. Thank you so much, everyone.